way below the market price. However, you can still earn a little bit pocket money by selling the unnecessary stuff. And the other way is that you can trade into virtual goods, or you just simply donate it. By exchange to the virtual good is that because there's a platform affiliated to Alibaba, it enables users to handle goods like old clothes, bed sheets, equipped covers, shoes, old bags, you name it, and then you can get a virtual energy of forest from this particular app. And this is basically a grain initiative that enables users to exchange grain activities into virtual energy to plant virtual trees. And finally, you will get a real tree being planted in somewhere in the country. And the other one, as I mentioned earlier, is you just donate them. And they will offer the free delivery service, and the tour guide will show up at your doorstep. You just give them what you want to donate, and they will find a channel and to donate such stuff. So sometimes I remember, especially in the winter, one of the platforms is collaborated with a animal rescue center. So you can donate your the winter clothes, like the down coats or blankets, and to that platform, and they will deliver the stuff into the animal shelters. And the people who are working at the animal shelters, they will deconstruct the materials and trying to turn them into the blankets are suitable for the stray animals to survive the winter. Putting your idle material into good use.
But I would think that, if it's a down jacket, if it's in pretty good shape, wouldn't it be better to maybe donate to people who are in need in some of the really cold areas in winter time in China, for example, and what are the ripped jeans, and that's so much so surprising from that. Actually, the ripped jeans, they actually cost more than perfectly fine characters. How ridiculous is that, right?
Costs more than a perfectly fine. I'm so familiar with this first. She's right here. She's using a pronoun to describe herself. And anyhow, so actually, I was given a dress down once that I was told that, totally it's the cat is out of the bag. So basically, I was told that the shirts, how dare you donate them. Nobody would want to wear these, okay? And then they could go to the dog pound or wherever or maybe an animal stray rescue place, maybe to go into the materials that maybe pets can enjoy. And but with the down jacket, before the clothes and the warm gear, if you really want to wear it, that might be a pretty good thing to do. And I guess this part is kind of interesting. It doesn't necessarily, in my opinion, fit so perfectly in the category of recycling. It's more maybe of like reusing. Yeah, like the older products and objects and items you have at home. Like put them. Well, actually, if the material is shredded into parts, and then it can be like repurposed recycling. But for those who are maybe reselling the idle objects at home and offering them brand new or use a second-hand platform.
I think bazaar, in the case of selling books, selling the books you don't want.
Oh, you can actually do that?
Yeah. I have tried that.
Did it work well for you?
In terms of getting rid of some of the books that you don't want to keep at your bookstore, at your own bookshelf, rather than bookstores. Yeah, that's a pretty good platform.
Oh, that's great news.
Yeah, now I'm in the process of relocating from one apartment to another apartment. Indefinitely during this process, I want to get rid of some of the books that have been accumulated over the years on my bookshelf.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a pretty good platform to use.
Well, that reminds me of a really sort of heart-aching experience when, I'm not really tech savvy, and I sort of, stay in my cave, staying away from technology. That's what I usually do. But a few years back, I had a whole bunch of books that I kind of had to get rid of, that included middle school. I remember the sweet war, these exercise books. Yeah, like, how do you describe them? Basically, past exam questions or these exercise for you to do in the booklet. And, there's no way I would ever need to do them again. I'm happy about that. And even if you have children in the future, I doubt. I doubt they would be studying the same textbooks. So anyhow, I had to get rid of them. And guess what? When the garbage collecting person came to my apartment to collect the books, and then he said, after weighing, like 2 piles of books, he's willing to give me 5 yuan.
5 yuan?
Yeah, so less than $1. Thank you. There's like there's a beautiful world in the book, but when you translate that into cash, at the moment, it's really nothing. It's peanuts. And then, anyhow, it's really good that there are secondhand goods selling or trading platforms like Dean mentioned. So I guess here we kind of need to explain in these different branches of ways, I guess, to better utilize the idle objects, material we have at home. On the one hand, you've got the recycling, on the other hand, there's the repurposing and reusing or reselling of these goods. And also there's one part that we haven't really covered yet, and that I think possibly is one of the first things that come to mind when we talk about recycling, or at least when you're living in Beijing and Shanghai these days. That is, with the garbage sorting, the most painful aspect of it is kitchen waste, right? Like you've got the recycling of the plastic, the cardboard, the paper, that's one side of the bin. And then there's the really greasy bin, which is kind of gross sometimes, that is the kitchen waste. But that part of recycling, I think a lot of it for environmentally we care a lot about where does that waste go? But currently, it seems like this part is still a little bit
unclear.
Unclear to the public.
Yeah, I think because the reality when we talk about this particular industry of recycling, I think the reality is some renewable resource recovery enterprises, they do not really have the right sort of capability to deal with the resources in a very, industry standardized way. And the pollution control facilities are more often than not imperfect. Some even do not have the necessary and corresponding supporting facilities. So they claim themselves as a recycling business, but actually it is generating a lot of wastewater, maybe dust to the urban community as well. So I think that's a problem that our government authorities have realized, and they're trying to fix this problem, but still I think the road ahead is very long.
Yeah, and one positive side I can think of is that now many organizations or institutions, after they collected the used clothes, they can dismantle them into raw materials and recycle them. Because nowadays more and more consumers are now waking up to the disastrous, like the negative impact on fashion industry has on the environment, and we know that like textile production can release tons of carbon dioxide, and also producing dyeing raw materials such as cotton uses huge amount of water, and also sometimes involves large quantity of pesticide and toxic dyes that leach into the ecosystem. And in clothes, we always find materials or fabrics like polyester, nylon, and acrylic, and they are made from fossil fuels, actually. Maybe not biodegradable. So if you keep using them and producing them, they can release microplastics into the water supply as well, because you have to wash them over time. And now we have seen more and more fashion brands or the companies, they're trying to use the technology to turn used clothes into virgin fibers, and you can further utilize it and to reinterpret the fabric in the next generation of design in your latest season of collections. And we have seen more and more brands that are designing out waste and trying to make the industry more sustainable. I think that's a part I really appreciate, and we have seen many companies, and they're also gathering the second-hand electronic gadgets and have to deconstruct and dismantle them, trying to come up with a new edition of the electronic devices. So I think these are the ways we can reuse the materials that are idle, and you can just dismantle them and trying to come up with a new design, a new interpretation of the product.
Yeah, and just to add one point to what I said there, to reuse digital graphics, I would go to the other direction and say donation. And actually, one of our listeners has written to us before, and she works for Yushan Fengjuhua, UN Window. I'm not sure if that's their official name, but at first the name is Yushan Fengjuhua, and then basically what they do is give your idle, not going to use any more iPads, phones, and give them to kids in need in remote areas, because when you've got the latest version and you don't want the old gadgets anymore, well, actually somewhere else in a remote area might cherish it so much, and it would make a great difference to their learning experience. So that's what you can do. And let me just reiterate: reduce, reuse, and recycle. And these are the things that we can, like, just use it as a pointer as we get on with our daily business. Because no matter how small it can be, I believe that a random small act of kindness could help someone else. And someone's trash is always another person's treasure. Don't forget that. And we will be back with more roundtable discussion. Stay tuned. How are you? What's on your mind? That's one thing. We'll help you answer it. Send a voice memo to the Red FM Roundtable at foxmail.com. We'll play your question on Roundtable, then talk through it on the live show. Take care. We can't wait for heart-to-heart with you.
Looking for clarity? How about calories a day? Want to hear about sales events in China from different perspectives? Then tune in to Roundtable.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Roundtable. Coming to you live from Beijing.
Roundtable. Connecting China and the world.
We bring you fun and timely discussions about what's affecting our lives everywhere, every day.
Tune in to Roundtable, where the East meets the West, and understanding is the goal.
Inform
informed opinion and heated debate. Find out what's got China talking and join us for your roundtable discussion.
You're listening to Roundtable with myself, Troy Young, joined by Duncan and Stephen. Stephen, we only have you once a week or every other week. We can't tell. So we're really happy when you are here with us. And when you're not on Roundtable,